If you own an air conditioner in India, you are probably running it longer this year than you did last. And your electricity bill is also probably reflecting that. This is a new normal for Indian summers, and it's only getting more expensive. AC ownership in India is rising fast, and sales are set to nearly double to 28 million units by 2030. Power consumption from household cooling could more than treble to 180 gigawatts by 2035. And by 2045, ACs alone, and listen to this clearly, could account for 35 to 45% of India's peak power demand. So, the machines keeping us alive through Indian summers are also becoming one of the biggest drains on the country's energy infrastructure. And here is the even more bitter truth about this whole scenario. Most ACs in our country are designed wrong for us. You see, standard air conditioners run on cooling cycles that are calibrated for different climates, ones that drive out too much humidity from the air. And Indian bodies need slightly higher humidity to feel comfortable. And the result is that we overcool our rooms to compensate, which drives up energy consumption even further. A 2025 study by RMI, which is a US based clean energy nonprofit, flagged exactly this problem. And this is the market that a 2-year-old startup called Optimist has stepped into. Its co-founders are Ashish Goyal, who previously built Urban Ladder, and Pranav Chopra, who is a product designer who's worked across R&D consultancies in the UK and the US. They met in early 2024 and spent 6 months studying India's cooling market. And they concluded that the core problem, good cooling with the least energy consumption, had never actually been solved for Indian conditioners. Their answer launched late in May this year. An AC that currently holds the highest energy efficiency rating among household ACs sold across India, and it is built with components rarely used in residential cooling and also manufactured with more than 90% local sourcing. So the product exists. The question is whether anyone will be able to buy it. Welcome to Daybreak, a business podcast from the Ken. I'm your host Snigdha Sharma, and I don't chase the news cycle. Instead, every day of the week, my colleague Rachel Varghese and I will come to you with one business story that's worth understanding and worth your time. Today is Tuesday, the 7th of July. The engineering decisions at the heart of Optimist's product are worth understanding because they are the ones that incumbents have actively avoided. Now, things may get a little bit technical here, but hang on because these are also things that we should understand about our ACs anyway. You see, most major AC brands use a conventional finned tube heat exchanger. It is easy to maintain and durable. Optimist chose the microchannel heat exchanger instead. The component is lighter, more efficient, and requires significantly less refrigerant. It is also more expensive, harder to repair, and requires the cooling system to be redesigned around it. Optimist spent 15 to 18 months working through that redesign. There is something called a dual rotary compressor, which is typically found only in premium inverter ACs. It is more efficient and reduces vibration and also delivers more stable cooling than conventional single rotary compressors. Optimist uses it as a baseline. There's also a less visible change that Chopra, who's also a product designer, considers equally important. Standard ACs in India run control cycles designed for a different context, one that does not account for the fact that Indian bodies need slightly higher humidity. Optimist says that it has recalibrated its cooling logic to suit local conditions. So, the outcome of all this engineering is a product that beats Daikin, the Japanese brand that is widely considered a benchmark, especially on energy efficiency. Most manufacturers, including Voltas, Lloyd, and Daikin, carry an ISEER rating between 5.2 and 5.8. Optimist rating is higher than all of them. The product is manufactured at a contract facility in Haridwar, Uttarakhand. And interestingly, of the 15 key components, only one, which is the electronic expansion valve, is currently imported. Even the dual rotary compressor, initially sourced from a supplier's Chinese facility, has been manufactured in India since early 2026. For comparison, Daikin achieved nearly 70% localization through a partnership with Taiwan's Ricci Precision, one of the few incumbents to make that investment. Goel is explicit that Optimist's agenda goes even further. Indigenization of a design, he says, is a longer term goal, and manufacturing alone will not win that battle. The company is already preparing for its next product launches, which is a 1.5-ton unit. Another one is also planned for November. But here is the thing about building a better AC for India: the engineering is only half of the problem. The other is getting it in front of the person who actually needs to buy one. More on that in the next segment. On a hot June afternoon at Vijay Sales outlet in South Delhi, the AC section is full. Voltas, Daikin, LG, Hitachi, Lloyd, Godrej, all of them are there with VSP tags, EMI offers, and financing schemes on display. Sales executives are hovering nearby, but Optimist is nowhere on this floor. The company currently sells through its own website, Amazon, and a number of exclusive stores in Delhi NCR and Bangalore. The founders describe this as deliberate. Their position is that entering retail before the service network is properly established would be a risk that they do not wish to take. A weak after sales experience would damage the brand at exactly the moment it is trying to build one. Fair enough. The constraint here is real. In India, around 70% of AC sales happen offline. Shelf space is scarce. A senior executive at a large modern retail chain spoke to the Ken and put it quite plainly. They said there is no room for one more brand unless it arrives with genuine consumer pull or something that functions as a magnetic draw for buyers. Margins matter too. Large format chains expect 8 to 15% at the dealership level and 8 to 12% at the store level. But brand recognition is what actually moves the product. Financing is also equally non negotiable. A brand without aggressive EMI programs and no cost financing tie ups will struggle to sell at any price. Optimist's current financing is limited to no cost EMI on Amazon and a buy now pay later partnership with Snapmint. It does not yet match what consumers expect at a Chroma or a Reliance Digital. The company's first exclusive store is open in Gurugram. The Bangalore outlet is planned for later this year, and Goel is targeting broader retail presence within the next 18 months. Before launching, Optimist spent 8 months training service technicians and claims a service network spanning more than 5,000 pin codes. The exact size of the technician pool, which is a mix of permanent and contractual workers, has not been disclosed yet. The approach mirrors what Goel did at Urban Ladder actually. That company launched online in 2012 and opened its first physical store only in 2017. It stayed limited to 3 cities in its early years, while competitors like Pepperfry and Fab India expanded quickly. Urban Ladder eventually reached 50 stores before being folded into Reliance. The deliberate pace has a logic. It also has a cost. Every month that Optimus spends building silently is a month that its rivals spend consolidating their hold on the shelf space, the service networks, and the customer trust that Optimus still needs to earn.
Daybreak is produced from the newsroom of the Ken, India's first subscriber-focused business news platform. What you're listening to is just a small sample of our subscriber-only offerings, and a full subscription offers daily, long-form feature stories, newsletters, and a whole bunch of premium podcasts. To subscribe, head to theken.com and click on the red subscribe button on the top of the website. Today's episode was hosted and produced by my colleague Snigdha Sharma and edited by Rajiv CN.